We're here, we're back.
We're back.
We're still queer.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure.
I mean, am I wrong?
Stay hydrated. First thing in the morning, tired and yawning. What you gonna do?
You hear me pouring my water? Glug, glug, glug.
Yum.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Stay Hydrated.
With my brother, Christopher Hall.
And my sister, Elizabeth Hall.
Yay.
Yay, we're here. Being queer. Gosh.
Let's get into it.
Let's kick off with that. I went to a gay club in Berlin this weekend.
That's cool. Was it fun?
Yeah. Well, actually, it was like a, sort of, it felt more, it had pink fairy walls.
Furry or fairy?
Furry and fairy lights.
Okay, that sounds amazing.
Everyone was more like, this is a free space, as opposed to like, this is one. Actually, there was a rainbow flag outside. I think it was a gay bar, but it has like, it lets like, allies in who are like, they like contribute to the vibe. I was gonna do my German accent then I stopped.
I heard,
because
and then
I'm an actor. Like I love different accents and I have a good ear for them, but I don't know whether I need to do my German accent on the pod.
On the pod, yeah, maybe like kind of a couple months more refinement.
Right. Let's sort of like let's see if people actually sort of like it.
For sure.
Yeah,
I do worry about like the furry walls only because in any club, only because it's sort of like how many hands are we shampooing the walls?
I don't know if they are, and you could also smoke in there. So those furry walls I think would be like heavy with cigarette smoke.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
But it was super fun.
Well, and no one's suggesting you go in there and sort of like cuddle up to the wall.
No. It's purely aesthetic. It's not for comfort. Drinks were really nice. We had whiskey sours.
Oof, lovely.
Made wonderfully. And they played great music. They played Honey by Mariah Carey. And I thought, this is the exact song. You know when someone goes like, they play a song in a bar or a club or anywhere.
Anywhere else.
I'm going to say more a social space that you don't have control of the aux.
Sure.
And they play a song and you think, this is the exact song I want to hear right now. Like it was perfect.
I know what you mean. I thought you were going to say...
like honey.
I thought you were going to say Honey by Kalani, which is like the lesbian anthem.
Oh, how does that go again?
I like my women like I like my honey. It doesn't know it.
Sorry, no, I do know it. I like my women like I like my honey.
Sweet, a little selfish. Yeah, Chris.
Yeah, I did know it.
Yeah, you did.
Shout out to Kalani.
Yeah, shout out to Kalani. I mean, being like 16
what is that
and
song?
her putting that out and just being like
this, is that with Hayley Kiyoko?
Nights like these.
Nights
No,
like
it's
these.
with Ty Dolla $ign.
What's the song with Hayley Kiyoko she does?
What I need is for you to be so
yes.
Yeah.
Should it be so no.
Yeah. Being 17 and figuring out I'm gay and then like finding Honey by Kalani, finding Girls Like Girls by Hayley Kiyoko.
Yeah.
And then being 19-ish and Curious coming out and being like, are you
Curious is
fucking
such a banger.
kidding? Yeah. If you let him touch you. Yeah. Did you take him to the pier and send him Monica? Forget to bring a jacket, wrap up in him because you wanted to. You know what I mean?
It's curious.
Dun dun. Is it serious?
Yeah, that is huge. And actually, there's such a sapphic pop girl moment right now. It's actually weird to be a pop girl and like not be a lesbian.
Not be a bit bi.
But I mean, we love where it is now, but also the girls were doing it.
I think we massively have to give. I think now I've seen on TikTok some kind of young queer women being like, oh my God, Girls Like Girls, the video, it's like kind of a trope, like girl. And I was like, girl has a boyfriend, but she's in love with her best friend. Like we've seen it. And my message to you girls with love and respect is we hadn't.
Right.
We hadn't seen it.
Yeah.
And so I really feel Hayley Kiyoko must have her flowers.
Yeah.
Paved the way for Fletcher.
Yeah.
Chappelle Vaughan.
Yeah.
Miss Roan, Renee Rapp.
Yeah.
She really was out here going, I'm going to kiss girls in my video. Problem?
Issue?
Need a tissue?
And a moment for Brandy Carlisle.
Wow.
And Melissa Etheridge.
Our
other
dad
lesbians.
loves Brandy Carlisle.
Yeah,
I
he
feel
does.
I feel Brandy Carlisle really bridges the gap between like 50-year-old men and 25-year-old lesbians.
Right.
And I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah. Thank God. Something for you and Dad to talk about.
Yeah, we actually do have a lot
You
of
have
other
loads
stuff
in common. Yeah. I was going to say something.
If only
and
you
I-
were a lesbian, then
Yeah.
you could really connect with Dad.
I know, that would have been great.
Yeah.
Who were we just talking about? Hayley Kiyoko, who also famously won Celebrity Secret Drag Race. Her
Did she?
episode. Yeah. Her episode of it.
What is Celebrity Secret Drag Race?
Celebrities come into the workroom and they have like a drag mother, basically, who is Trixie or Bob or
right.
Monet.
What? And they do
And
them
then they
over?
do them up in drag.
Is this part of normal Drag Race?
No, it's
when
like
they
a
do
spin-off.
Oh, okay.
Do they have? I don't think they. It's like Celebrity Secret. Oh no. I think it's just Celebrity Drag Race this first season, and it wasn't a secret like who they were.
Right.
So like we saw them in the workroom and all that kind of stuff, and I don't think the judges. It wasn't a secret as to who the celebrity was.
Okay.
But then there was a season 2 where the celebrity was a secret. I think from the
Right.
judges and even from the audience.
Okay, cool. And Hayley
it was
Kiyoko
like-
won that one.
No, Hayley Kiyoko won her episode of the first one.
Cool.
Yeah, so good for her.
Yeah, good for her.
Yeah, and Curious is amazing. And Cherry Fletcher and Hayley Kiyoko is
Cherry's
a great song.
huge, yeah. And What I Need is massive.
What I
with
need is
Kalani.
amazing.
Yeah, but then she also has that. Well, it's like kind of a deep cut off the first album, but she has this song, "He'll Never Love You Like Me," and it's just iconic. She was just out here being so gay.
Yeah.
Here's your flowers, Hayley.
Here they are.
And I think she's
We
just
love
got on a
you.
movie deal. So
Wow. For
the Girls Like Girls, she
which
wrote
was-
like a movie, I think based kind of off the
Right.
song and video. And then I think it's kind of been like a 10-year journey.
yeah.
10 years ago, roughly, the song came out, making me 17, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think now it maybe has been picked up, which is so cool.
Really cool. I can't wait to see it.
Me neither.
Somebody else who had a gay moment. Do you remember Miley Cyrus was with Brody Jenner's ex, Caitlyn? Caitlyn, who's not to be confused with Caitlyn Jenner. It was the other Caitlyn
I mean, I
Jenner.
don't think so, but Miley is very bi.
Yeah. They had.
She's our bi queen.
Yeah. That was an
If not,
interesting
maybe
coupling.
Pan.
Yeah. Either's good.
Yeah. I
Both
feel
is good. Both is great.
both are great, both are welcome.
hmm
This is a safe space.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's on being queer. We kind of, we weren't really going to talk about that, but I'm glad we did.
Yeah, we weren't not going to talk about it because it's an issue.
No,
It's
no,
okay.
it's
Being
not
gay
an
is
issue.
okay.
It's not an issue.
Okay.
Okay.
Get that out your mouth. Being gay is okay.
What were we going to talk about?
Nothing. This is the podcast.
No, I know it's the podcast,
no
but I thought
plan.
you'd said something, which
Doesn't matter. Live in spontaneity.
okay, I'm living in spontaneity, but also what was that?
We were just. It's actually links quite well because Kehlani also had an amazing song last year called After Hours. Stay here after hours.
Yeah, huge. And a hit with Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber really be one of the 3 boy pop stars I like.
And I think,
And I'm going to say maybe
He
the
knows
only
it.
straight boy pop star I like.
what other boy pop stars do you like?
Vincent,
Right.
Z Machine,
Right. Both queer.
both queer.
So yeah, it's kind of just JB. No.
Yeah, I used to love Justin Timberlake. Like Justin Timberlake's second album was, and I'm going to say probably is really good. That was when I was like 15 and like he was like really dancing and I was at dancing and it was like American smooth hip hop, I think it was called. Like everyone started calling his like that style. Not everyone started calling it. Obviously it was like there before.
Right.
And then like all like hip hop and street classes like that I went to was like Justin-y.
Right.
Yeah. I know on TikTok when people make those, they're like, come cooking with me, like watch me cook a macaroni and cheese or whatever. And those cinder blocks of
Yeah.
cheese that they put in the dish, you know, and it's like,
Just
what
melt
is that
it down.
made out of?
Yeah.
That can't be cheese.
I've honestly never eaten that. But I mean, you can also get it. Velveeta, that brand, have like the equivalent of like, you know, Kraft mac and cheese. And you pour, it's like that cheese, but it's like more of a sauce. And you like pour that in rather than a powder.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty delicious.
Yeah. Just that
NGL.
massive block
It's
of
the
cheese.
block of cheese. Who is that? Where did she come from?
Yeah, it almost feels like it's been like dug up from the ground.
Yeah. I made a mac and cheese the other day and it was
fire.
so delicious.
Yeah. You're a really good cook.
Thank you so much for saying that.
When did you start cooking and when did you realize that you were good at it? And when did you realize that you enjoyed mixing
Culinary arts.
Yeah, and mixing flavors together. I remember once when I was not eating meat. Sorry, back to me.
Yeah.
I was not eating meat at the time, and I was like making like mushrooms, and you made these like incredible like soy sauce and like tarragon mushrooms.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was gonna fry these in 1 calorie spray.
Yeah.
And maybe put some pepper on them.
Yeah.
And like, I was astounded that you knew how to do that.
So I've actually discovered that there's quite a niche on TikTok of like people posting and being like, oh, any of you queer? And did you grow up watching cooking shows as a comfort? And so I think that's actually quite a niche thing. So
Okay.
shout out if that's you.
I literally was about to be like, we're talking about cooking, Elizabeth. Stop
Don't
talking
make
about
it
being gay
gay.
again.
No,
And it is a
but from
reference.
the ages of about 11 to 16, I just watched cooking programs every night. I didn't really cook because like I was at school, like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I just watched cooking programs all the time. And then when I was about 18 and moved out and had to cook to myself for the first time, do you know what it was? You just know what flavors go because you've just watched so much. Nigella, Ina Garten, shout out, I love you so much. Rachel Ray, like so much Food Network that, yeah, you just know someone at some point has done soy sauce and tarragon on mushrooms and I've just absorbed that
Wow.
while I was falling asleep.
Yeah. And it's like gone into the brainwaves of your brain.
I was definitely more of an American.
The brainwaves of your brain.
Nice. Yeah. I think
was
it's
tough.
the
Grey
beta
matter.
waves.
Oh.
No. Yeah, it's the beta waves is when you're thinking. So
Nice.
that's what it will have gone in.
Yeah.
Just did a module on it at uni. But
Hey.
anyway, watch it be wrong. But yeah, I definitely preferred the American bar Nigella, who is
Our
the
queen.
absolute love of my life.
Yeah, we love you so much.
Would follow you to hell and back.
We love you so much.
We love you so much.
We love you so much.
No, we love you,
We love you so much.
Yeah, we've been watching her Christmas cooking show, haven't we?
Yeah, I mean, it's timeless. Any time of year you
It's
can watch
timeless.
Nigella's Christmas, but also just Nigella's kitchen in general.
Yeah,
Love when she makes
Nigella Express.
Love when she makes buttered toast. That
I
is
don't remember
incredible.
this, but
It's from like a really early season,
yeah, it really lives in your mind.
and she makes like French like egg bread once, and I'm just like, show me. Show
She's
me.
showing you the basics.
Show me, show me,
Diva.
show me.
You know? No, she's so
And I
fierce.
just
I love
love
her.
the way she talks about like when she sits on her stair before she starts cooking. She's
Yeah.
like sat at the bottom of her stairs, and she's like tells you what she's about to cook, and tells you with such poetry,
and passion.
such passion. Her ability to find alliterative words that often maybe rhyme or just roll off the tongue so well.
Yeah, she's magic.
She's magic. She's a poet. She's an artist.
Yeah. My
a
favorite
storyteller.
part is where in Nigella's Christmas is where she goes like, you know, the deep freeze is just a wonderful resource. And then she goes downstairs and she goes, and she's like talking us through her freezer. And she
Yeah.
goes like, and that's ostrich.
Yes,
from
ostrich.
from my exotic meat phase.
From my
sadly short-lived. So like
The exotic meat phase.
we've
is
all had one.
am-
Do you know what I mean? It's so relatable.
oh my god, she's like, that's a deer that I like killed with my bare hands.
I can't remember what else is in there. It's the ostrich, the mince pies, obviously, that she's about to make and throw in there. And yeah, it's just
the deep freeze as well. I just love the way she like calls it just different things.
microwave. Maybe
Well,
never forget.
Well, that's obviously a joke.
Oh, is it? What has it been like?
No, I feel that was a joke she did.
Oh,
I feel
yeah.
she let
Yeah,
it,
that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
like,
right,
she
right.
just like,
Yeah, but deep freeze isn't a joke.
no.
Otherwise, she would have said like le fraise.
But what I'm saying is she speaks in her own language.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I didn't think that she thought
No, I know,
microwave
but I was
pronounced
just
like that.
that really that moment on the internet really annoyed me when everyone was
What-
like, I
what are you
can't believe
talking
she
about?
said this. She's so silly, and I'm like, she's joking.
Oh, I didn't know that there was like a...
And everyone was like, oh my god, like, can you believe like Nigella calls her microwave this? And it was like, she doesn't.
Yeah, she
It's
knows
a
it's called
joke.
microwave.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love when she has a midnight snack.
Yeah.
I also love how much she entertains. Like, I just love when she has friends around. It just looks like such a fucking cool, like, dinner party to go to.
Yeah. I also think she's when she basically is like cooking in the kitchen and sort of pulling the lamb tagine together.
Yeah.
And, you know, dropping some little pomegranate seeds on there. And she's like, now they're all, you know, taken care of through there. They're entertaining themselves. And so now I can have a moment to relax in the kitchen. I'm like, period.
Just sit here. Yeah.
That's so real.
I've brought you all here. Here's the starter. I'm literally going to go and sit in the kitchen for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Scroll on my phone.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch the early Jamie Oliver? No, you would have been too young, maybe.
I've probably have watched
like naked,
all the reruns.
Like the early Naked Chefs.
Yeah.
Do you remember his flat? He had like the spiral staircase down.
Yeah.
I remember thinking like, this is the coolest place to live.
You are the coolest guy.
You are the coolest guy.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why I'm saying cool. Like, but then also he has that massive kitchen, which you go like, okay, I don't know where in London I feel you're in a studio.
Right. Probably Lisette. But
yeah.
hey, I'm
and then he'd always go like, I'm just going to go to the garden and get some mint. And he just had this like window box of herbs.
Mm.
And I don't know whether I'd want my cooking herbs to be like growing into like the smog of London. But
that's
also
a really good point.
like wash them. And I mean, what else am I going to do? Breathe as I walk down the street in London.
Yeah.
My herbs are the least of my worries.
And actually maybe the herbs would almost kind of bring some oxygen to the area. You know what I mean?
For
to the vibe, to the garden.
Yeah.
Go out there and breathe actually very close to the mint.
Yeah.
In hopes that, you know.
It breathes life into us.
Yeah. Hey.
Nigella's got a nice house. What other
Have you ever watched Ina Garten?
No.
Oh my God, The Barefoot Contessa.
No.
So she doesn't live in the Hamptons, but she maybe like holidays there very frequently with her husband, Jeffrey.
Mm.
And that queen will just go, hey, we're making like, you know, passion fruit martinis, a bottle of vodka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nigella's drinks
Crazy.
look like my kind of drink.
The Christmas lychee martini.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy.
But like it's generous.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, back to Ina Garten.
Well, that's basically it. She just goes like, risotto, you know, who's got time for it on the stove? And I figured out a way to put it. I actually think that's a really good impression. Sorry, that was so sorry that she was in the room just then.
Okay, yeah, I agree. Because I've never met her before, but I definitely got the sense that I was
kind of in the presence of
her,
like a 60-year-old. And she just wears these gorgeous kind of like metallic silk shirts.
Nice.
And just kind of potters around. Risotto, who's got time?
Mm.
I figured out a way to bake my risotto.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Nice.
And she's very relaxed and like
Baked risotto sounds delicious.
Yeah. And she'll be hosting for like 9 of her friends.
With a crispy cheese topping.
Oh yeah, she's figured that out.
Crust,
She's probably gone for crispy shallots. You know what I mean? But she used to host for 9 people and invite like the queerest guy round and be like, my friend Stan's going to take care of the tabletop. And he would be like outside for 10 minutes and she'd come out and go, I love it. And he's like, put some like orange, like a bowl of oranges in the middle.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Gosh, something that I would have no passion or drive to do is lay the table.
No, I mean, yeah, it's kind of valid.
But I'm not a visual artist. Design.
Neither am I. I never, you know, when people are like my girlfriend, when I like went into her house for the first time, I was like, whoa.
Yeah. She's got a beautiful house, beautiful eye for design.
Yeah, you've like put things in places and yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And my friend Kez, we played the Sims
I could do a bowl
together.
of oranges in the middle of the table.
Yeah, but I just would look shit if I did it.
Right.
My friend Kez is so good at, I mean, he's like a fashionista for one. His fashion's really iconic. But then also we play the Sims together and he'll redo my house and I'll go like, whoa.
Yeah.
I would have never done that. And he's always like, you've just got to try it. Just put the first thing down. It's literally the Sims. You can take it away if it looks bad.
Yeah, but
it just feels like such a mountain.
It does. And with the Sims, I always used to start with such good intentions and I cannot wait to make this house. And I do one room and then I think, oh,
I'm over it.
Yeah. And
chuck a bed down.
What do you need? Bed, this. But then I want to get to the game.
Yeah.
Actually, I just liked creating people.
Right.
I liked creating the Sims and naming them and like making like this is like the sister, the brother-in-law, like the cousin, and like making like a family. That's what I did. I downloaded
They're not
Sims
really
4
playing.
in lockdown and was doing that. I just made loads of like just like different families and like with different like setups. And I loved naming them. Like I love naming people.
Would you remember when you used to just have like notebooks
Of names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris used to like Chris used to play
Whoa, okay.
we're unpacking this. Chris used to play like Pop Idol in his notebook.
Yeah.
Fully explain it.
I used to have like, I guess it's like fantasy football, but I used to have like, have like fantasy Big Brothers and fantasy
Pop
American Idols.
Okay.
I did used to have, I used to have Fame Academies, and then I did have X Factors, but I always used to get a bit bored I feel I just wanted like solo artists.
Yeah.
Sometimes I came up with fun groups.
Yeah.
And then, and I had Survivors.
Right.
I actually used to write votes on pieces of paper and put it into like
I
a
remember
box.
being at our nana's house for
Yeah,
Christmas.
yeah.
And you being like, pull a piece of paper out.
Yeah.
And decide who goes home.
Yeah. I love I used to love creating just fantasy Pop Idols and fantasy Big Brothers.
So he just has notebooks and notebooks of like the names, what they sang that week.
Yeah.
Judges' comments?
No, it would just be, I would just know. In my head, I'd be like, oh, that was good, that was bad.
Right. And then it would be public vote was.
Yeah. And then like I'd just like sit and daydream. Like I'd sit and just like imagine like the performances.
Whoa.
And then my Big Brothers were fun. I used to really enjoy doing fantasy Big Brothers.
I wonder if you'd find it fun to do now.
I think actually I would like to like find something that's like not making content, not making like something else just to like use with my brain. And it is like quite imaginative and quite just like, it's just
you probably did that and found that interesting for 10 years.
Yeah, I loved.
If it was like 13 to 23.
Oh my God, I should maybe go and see if there's the notebooks at home, and then maybe we can divulge
I
on
like
the pod.
that. I think that would be good. I think they're
Football.
all on your bookcase.
I can't believe I actually did the Survivor ones like not that long ago.
Yeah.
15 years ago. That feels like too old to be like voting your friends off in a fake Survivor.
Well, I mean, I was playing Stardew Valley until 3 a.m. last night, and I'm 27. So
Yeah, but that's a computer game.
yeah, but I think it's the same thing.
Sure.
You're kind of, you know what I mean?
Sure. You're kind of, you know what I mean?
No, like
In
you
the
get
sense
it.
that.
Do you guys do bread? Yeah.
That's such a funny story.
It's so good. Just to give you context, my friend Kez, who I've literally already spoken about,
Yeah.
was really hungover. And we met up at this really nice cafe in Dalston. And we went inside and he was like, oh my God, it's amazing in here. Hi, do you guys do bread? And it was really an iconic moment.
Yeah.
And so that's where
it's
that
an
was
iconic
from.
friend moment.
I also will say, do you guys do bread? In the forthcoming weeks.
Do you guys do bread? Okay, that's good.
Good to just know that that's
good.
where it came
okay,
from.
that's good lore.
Yeah.
Do you guys do bread?
Do you guys
You're saying
do
that
bread?
a lot, and I'm saying, yeah, people are gonna die. I'm like
Yeah.
referencing Vanessa Hudgens quite a lot at the moment.
Yeah.
That's been just a little snapshot into our week. Watch this space. I'm gonna go and find my fantasy Big Brother notebooks.
Yeah, I think that'll be amazing.
Go stream Hayley Kiyoko.
Yeah, if you haven't already, go listen to Curious. Go listen to What I Need.
And
Go listen to He'll Never Love You
and
Like Me.
experiment in the kitchen this week.
Hey, get a little crazy.
Just one meal. Experiment in the kitchen.
Throw an extra herb in that you wouldn't normally.
Yeah.
Hey.
And at all times, remember to stay hydrated.
Please, no, come on, seriously now. Please stay
Enough.
hydrated. No, come on.
Okay.
Stay hydrated.
Okay.
People are going to die.
Yeah.
Just before bed is good for your head. What you gonna do? Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated.